Tēnā hoki anō tātou e te whānau. Nau mai hoki mai ki tēnei whakāturanga mo te rauna tuarua tō tātou nei whakataitai. Whānau, welcome back to round 2 of the Bunnings 2022 Homegrown Touch Series Women's Grade. Te Tonga versus Te Hodaki. An exciting first game was won by Te Tonga 10-8. 10-8. Pete, second part of the day, it's still very, very hot out there. What will you think both teams will be looking for in this game, knowing that Te Tonga are one up in the series?
Kia ora, Shana, kia ora te whānau. Yes, well, Peter Mack, the head coach of our New Zealand Open Women's, will be happy that firstly he got the win and he'll be looking to consolidate on that win. So looking at what they need to do, the changes and adjustments needed to be made around personnel, maybe around possible pod changes, and also their game plan and what they want to be running out there, and any adjustments on defense as well.
Fantastic.
Okay, Shane, I'll go over to the teams now. So we've got Te Tonga Women's. Now, Arorangi Tauranga was brought in later. Highland Potts has been playing well. I'm just going to name a couple of them there. Jamie Colossi has led well as the captain, along with Aria McIntyre-Tainui. Elena Edemir has produced well as the youngest here today at 15 years old. And so and we catch Peter Mack there, just talking there and talking to his girls now. We go over to Te Hodaki. And once again, well-led. Charlie Foster was really good on the drives and spurring her team on with their go forward. And Mary Edemir Allen was just a constant in their team. Reese Anderson, Leanna Marshall-Barton, Armony Shepherd, Zoe Sausage, some familiar names have come through the youth system, Shano, and we're looking for them to lift their games as well.
That's great. Thank you, Pete. We'll come back and find out who our officials are in a moment. Let's cut to a break quickly.
Get out there, get your deck sorted. Weathering will take its toll, so you have to protect it. The feeling of accomplishment you get, second to none. So yeah, long weekends are awesome for doing that kind of stuff.
Decking oil, just $88. 2030 PSI water blaster, only $119. Decking applicator with handle, just $21.50.
Where you find a competitor's lower price on the same stocked item, we'll beat it by 15%. Lowest prices are just the beginning.
My name is Joseph Sawali. To stay fast on my feet, I need a lightweight and responsive boot. Step up your game with the ASICS Menace. It's lightweight and responsive, which allows for rapid acceleration and a faster transfer through directional changes. The innovative HD10mm technology raises the heel and reduces strain on the legs. Raise your game, play uplifted.
About to kick off in the second women's game. Harley, you got a chance to talk to the referees. What's the story from the inside?
Yeah, we'll start off with our referees for this game. There's been a few switches. We see Sonia Wirihana, Shay Spive, and also our newcomer, Stace Bannister Plumridge on today's second game for the Women's League. A few words from them. The pace has been really fast. It's been quite hot. So we'll look to see how they can maintain their composure and maintain their level as the game continues.
Fantastic. Te Tonga look like they've won the toss and they're going to tap off, going from right to left on your screen. We've got Cody Tote, who's going to run in both the women's and possibly the mixed game due to an injury. Such as her fitness level, she's going to carry some yards for her team. Pete's getting really hot in the afternoon here. What's important in the first 10 minutes of this first half?
Well, it's just to do things well, Shano. I mean, not make any errors, do your skills well, communicate to each other, and just let things flow from there.
About to tap off now. Te Tonga will be looking, Jamie Colossi tapping off. They'll be looking to take out the series here, and off we go. A lot of people have been impressed with the quality of touch today, Pete, as you walked around the ground, really enjoying this touch here.
Yeah, everyone's really happy that our top athletes are able to get some competition, Shano.
They send that sweeper around on the 32. Aria McIntyre picking up and throwing. 3-3 dump, another sweeper there. Jamie's popping out the back.
Yeah, it's a good shot by the winger, Jasmine Munro there. He lifted high off the line, made the touch.
Great communication from the referee there, Harley. No 10, stay out.
Yeah, and now he's found a penalty. There was a little bit of extra effort there after the touch was made that impacted on the play of the ball. So we've got a tap now. Yeah, that's Steve Spanish to Plumridge. I'm really excited to see what he can bring into this game as the new referee.
Unfortunately for the players, they don't get fresh players. They've got to keep on going.
Just a little bobble there on the ground. Again, maintaining position is really important.
We've seen a lot of those bobbles on the ground as you've talked about them, Harley. Pete, the importance of just getting that rucking right, that ball on the ground right, reducing those little bobbles.
Yeah, the skills are so crucial. You know, you can't afford to be having a skill error early in the count, especially whether it be a bobble or a loose carry. You've got to get it right at this level.
Great advice there for our coaches working in our game, getting those core skills. Ruck, catch and pass. Right. Okay, a little bit of a messy start, but they're starting to get into their work now. Te Hodaki, lovely pass off the ground. Edemir Allen bringing it forward to her box. Driving forward now, Te Hodaki. On come the fresh players. Reese Jansen in there. Marnie Shepherd on ball. Drops back, looking for the ball back. Shepherd running. Spies a gap. Can hear in the background there coaches asking their players to listen to the count, make sure they know which is the fifth touch. What's the referee picked up here, Harley?
It looks like it might have been a forward pass from the ruck. Just a little bit casual after the roll ball, and those are little mistakes that can become costly.
Yeah, players looking to move really quickly on this pass. Back to Shepherd. She's looking for a back step back. Well done, and nice and tight there on their V line. She has a little bit of a smile to herself. Ball back on Shepherd, passes again. 32 platform. Here comes a bus play on Shepherd. No, she's gone open side. She's looking for... Oh, Marnie looking there for a run-up. Putting some pressure on Te Tonga's line now, Pete.
Yes. Te Tonga up to the task so far with their defence.
Sweeper coming around again. It's going to dive through. What have we got here?
It looks like a try to me. Oh, no, she's called a touch.
Five,
yeah, she's called a touch.
When they walk back to the line, the referees, you think it's a try. She's called fifth and final. Again, that fifth play, so crucial, Pete, to have something on.
Yes, and Te Tonga will want to get forward without error this set. They've got to get forward without error.
Beautiful skills out to Karina now.
Well, that's better.
Yeah, great drive by Linnea. Passes again, another check, getting forward. And they pull a penalty. Well done. Great work. Great doing those little extras, those 1%ers to drive your team forward.
Yep, and so they're going forward now. They'll have a shot at the line here. So they're already down there. They'll have about 3 or 4 to play with here.
Strike weapon there in Vey on. Comes across 32. Long ball running to Potts. She throws left to right long. Winger steps in. Great defence by Te Hodaki, but they're still playing through. Numbers here. Beautiful left to right. Winger walks across. That's a great start by Te Tonga.
Yeah, the pre-touch channeling by the defence there wasn't too on point here. So they went their corner, then they rush in field here, and when the attack comes back there, they're short of numbers.
Could have let that player run a little bit to the open side, Pete.
Yeah, definitely. The link could have held there, but she chased in, so they got them on the short side.
Little two-man train there. Jamie Clossy looking to control that middle.
Yeah,
got a sweep coming. Yes. Into Mary's there. Beautiful defence by Jamie on Edemir Allen. Those long body divers, you have to watch for them, Pete. Steps back, numbers. That's that core Harley talked about before, even though it touched the player, she wasn't going for the ball.
Yeah, and before that, it seems like Te Hodaki are kind of struggling to get to the end of their sets. They're getting to fifth touch and going, oh, hang on, we could have done a bit more with that.
Yeah, it's quite a disjointed start for both teams, to be fair. They're just easing into it now, trying to get their skills right, getting their reads right, how shallow, how deep.
Working hard at dummy half to get that dummy half in there to keep the flow going. Oh, snaky run, taking out 2 players. Elena's in and she's off. Yeah, playing through until the ref calls it. Left, right. Players calling the touch. Players played on. Let's see what the referee says.
Looks like we're coming back for the touch. Oh, no, hang on. I think we've got a penalty.
Fantastic refereeing, playing through. Saw the touch and has brought it back to the penalty. That's what we want to see. Keeping our game flowing, letting the advantage flow, and if you need to, bringing it back, Harley.
Yeah, that's right. So full advantage offered. Wasn't completed, you could say, because there was no try on offer, and so we've come back for the penalty. Great defence.
Nice wing link strike there, Pete.
Yeah, it was a tuck and quickie, but it was a blind strike, so well done with the defence.
Just in terms of this defensive shape, that's really what we want to see as referees. We've got players well off the 7 metres.
We're going to play on here. Well played. Well played by Te Tonga. Another try down that right-hand side, coming back the open side. Nice left-to-right pass. Amazing skills from our players on both hands now, Pete.
Yeah, it was great play. Going back the short side. And this play is always on a sweep play when you go back the short side because the defence seems to drift towards where the sweeper's going. Good work.
Nice strength by Vey there at the ruck. Hard working link there in Aotearoa Tauranga. Working hard, taking 2 touches. Yeah. 3-3. Played it that. Be back to 1, Harley.
Yeah, what I can see really well from Te Tonga is they're getting good commands from the referee on the field and they're listening, so they're being really compliant, going forward and then coming back on side after touch is made.
Te Hodaki here.
They'll be wanting to score here. Stay in touch of Te Tonga. Te Tonga leading the series 1-0. Well done, Vey. Nice V-line, shutting down any opportunity for a step-back dive. Nice organisation here in the middles. Unfortunate error there. Te Tonga driving forward now, cutting again, doing those yards. So important to have those yardsmen, Pete, to drive it off the field to get your attackers on down the other end.
Yes, it is. And, okay, here we've got looks like a strike dump there, 5th and final. And we've got a touch and pass.
Lucky there, always good to play on. Till the referee gives you that call, you never know.
Sometimes you also just hold that call off a little bit. Hey, I just want to catch my breath for a second. And then the referee gives the call. It also allows the defensive line to reset too. So now we're in a good position.
Hodaki heading towards their box. This will be touch 3 on the halfway mark.
I'd like to see the players being able to affect the touch, Pete, to keep that roll. So important if we can affect the touch as we're driving out rather than having to hold the ball in 2 hands and be touched by the defensive team.
Yes, beating that defender to the bend so there's no downtime. It's like bang, the ball's down straight away as you're making the touch.
Te Tonga now driving it off the field. Good go forward here. Nice little train there, 2-pay and play. Beautiful wingers work. Elena Ramiro on again. Check, back for that middle. Yes. Numbers,
yes,
right to left over the top. Well done, Elena.
Yeah, it was a good set of 6 from Te Tonga as they worked their way down from the other end. Straight into play. The freshies come on and they had some good options. You can see they're running the options there.
16 years of age, Pete, playing middle, and in a women's open game like this. Quite encouraging.
Yes, it is. I think she is, from what I've heard, the youngest here today. So, yeah, she's going really well, and in the middle as well. As a middle's responsibility, you have so much to worry about. You've got players either side of you. You're having to communicate, to set up play, and to have the skill to back that knowledge.
If you're good enough, you're old enough, is the old saying. Jeremiah Allen standing here at link. That's that rolling call you mentioned earlier before lunch, Harley, coming into play there. The touch was imminent, but didn't make that touch and players pulling out.
Yeah, this was an interesting situation because the touch was imminent and then it became unimminent. I don't know if I got that word right. After Rebecca Tamati took the step back. But as a result, the defence was already on the try line, so we can't have that. The defence needs to keep moving forward.
They'll want to reset this and get some organisation here. Don't want to be wasting touches chasing the board. Great touch by Vey. Holding their line strongly to Tonga with that 3-0 lead.
They have defended well. Guys and Te Awamutu have had lots of opportunities on attack, but a couple of things they haven't been able to complete. Half because of their own execution, half because of the good defence of Te Tonga.
Good work there from Arorangi. They're taking that 3-3, bringing the sweep around, checking off again. Train this side, 4's the count. They'll look for a strike dump at 3-3, driving powerfully through the middle. Referee's called play on, all the way to the house. Ref's happy with that.
Bit of a shout out to the crowd there from Aria. She's got a few fans here, it seems.
And obviously good ears as well. She's got her ears on for the referee. She's got a play on call, and she worked with it. Well done.
And they'll take a 4-0 lead to Te Tonga. It's looking ominous here for Te Hodaki. Te Tonga still looking enthusiastic in defence.
That's what you talked about, Shona beating them to the bend and getting that arm out to make the touch. Otherwise, a lot of that other stuff of getting pushed around and getting the ball knocked out will happen.
4's the count. 33 Pearl, long ball left to right. Beautiful skills. Just short of the line. 5th and final, we'll want to see a strike play here. Nothing to lose on this last. Keeps the ball alive. Forward handover.
Just looking to do a little bit too much at the end there. I think they're maybe not on the same page. One trying to kill, one trying to play. And then we end up with a full pass. Been really impressed with Claudia Hannum. Not only has she scored a few tries, but she's always in a good position to offer at dummy half as well as the ball comes towards the box.
5th and final, everyone's got to shut this. 5th and final, dangerous touch. 5th and final, ball over the top.
Oh, outstanding skills.
Referee's happy with this. That 5th and final touch, the most dangerous touch in the game, Pete.
Yeah, and look, Te Tonga's playing with so much confidence. I mean, look at this. Everyone's still willing to, they know it's the last play. They're all being available. They're all running their lines, and they get the try in the end. Well done.
Middle had her play. You probably didn't want the link to shut there, Pete. You would have wanted to stay mirror, man on man on the short side. Yeah, 101D.
Definitely, and if they're not communicating, those things can happen.
Te Hodaki will be looking to instill some trust in each other, trust each other's calls.
They really need to get their execution right on these attack plays.
Over the top, Amani Shepherd left to right with the big puff as she threw. Good vision and decision. Pete got her eyes up early, looked across the line.
Execute well, and everyone doing their jobs, showing their skills, and that's what happens. Try.
Nice courage to come back, never quitting, never giving up. And Te Hodaki score. Mani Shepherd over the top, still at school, Mani. Still one of our school-age players. Another one there in Elena, still at school, year 12. .33 Peel. Long ball, roll right to left. Beautiful skills these girls have got. The catch and pass. Fantastic skills.
We've got to stop right there. Great win, girls.
Some great yards made down the field by Te Hodaki. This is a really good set for them as they transition up the field. On to last touch now. What can Amani Shepherd create?
Running open.
Yes, that's well done.
Well done.
Amani there running a late cut with one of the co-captains, Charlie Foster, and her passing off for the try. Well done. That's good. That's good play. They picked their game up a lot on attack now.
Lovely little circle. They're wanting to stay out. Link's going to come in, and Reese Anderson goes in her first year at Waikato University, just out of school.
That started from a really good yardage set out of their own red zone. So if they can do some really good yards, I think it sets themselves up really well.
Great response by Te Hodaki. The last 2 touchdowns going to them. 5-2 to Te Ho Tonga. Sun burning down here. Very, very hot for all involved. Vey through.
Yeah. Well done.
Great reply. So dynamic and powerful is Vey, the recipient of the Tanya Dalton Scholarship.
And she's got great touch now. So look at her here. She's having a look to see where the touch is made. And do those defenders have their feet back on 2 feet on or behind the line?
Great vision. Timing onto the ball, Pete.
Some players just have that touch now, so they do things naturally. She's one of those.
Doubles off, great at rugby, great at netball, and also great exponent in our sport of touch. So many multi-sport athletes out there today.
There goes
Sweeper
Charlie
coming.
again.
Nice little circle.
Yep, we're coming back.
Perfect position by the ref. The communication to players left no doubt in anybody's mind.
Absolutely. What helps with that was a really nice low position that Briar got into just as she goes to dive. Have a look here. Outstanding skill to get nice and low just underneath the touch. So the referee has an easy job. All you have to do is point to the spot and say, congratulations, you're the winner.
Another nice little circle play there. Right. Te Hodaki will be wanting a stopper now, not wanting Te Ho Tonga to score so we don't get into a ping-pong match. They'll be wanting to get a turnover here. Defence will be crucial. See if the coaches have got their defensive pods on. Nice shape there. Which line will Marnie take on her D? She's pulled straight. She's following the ball. Well done. Like how Amani Shepherd pulled straight there, Pete. Didn't take a profile straight away. Yeah. Pulled straight, see which way the ball went, and then was able to shift to the ball, putting pressure on the attacking team.
Yes, that was a much better retreat line.
Nice driving of the ball now. Te Hodaki coming back into this game. 30 seconds to go. Be great to get a touchdown before the end of the half. Coaches will be telling them 30 seconds. They're looking for the drop now. Here we go.
Here it is.
It's time to go. We got to go. It's 5th and final. We're running. Play through. Oh, touchdown!
Wow, they're really coming back strong. It's a pity it's half time. They're on such a roll.
4 touchdowns coming late in the second half to Te Hodaki. They're back in it, folks.
And Charlie Foster, who understanding, look at a snaky run, pulling 2 of them together, dominating that ruck.
So powerful and strong, leading from the front. Half time, the ladies will go and get a water. Great comeback from Te Hodaki.
Yet another good half, and good coaching, obviously. The team was down. They come back. They were down by 4. And they've come back really strong here, so it's a good way to finish that half.
Could see the energy, enthusiasm in the team then, Pete, as they were coming off. The girls getting confidence again as they move forward. Fantastic effort. And again, a big shout out to the proud sponsors of our event today, Bunnings, Asics, Bartercard, Indomie, Silver Fern and SAS. Thank you very much for your support of our great sport. Second half, Pete, it's 6-4. What do you think Te Hodaki needs to do from the from the tap?
You're just looking at their coach, Latoya. She's really given it to them out there in the halftime huddle. There's lots of words coming out there. She's pretty animated. So I'm sure she'll be happy with the way they finished that half, and they just want to consolidate on that. Keep it going. They've got a break now, but just carry that confidence on. Their middles are going really well. Charlie's leading from the front. They're working well off a 33 platform. I think they should keep that going.
Very hot conditions down here. Players will be taking in some water, trying to get their heads together for the next one. There's Dad Pete. He's equally as animated, getting the instructions across to his players. He won't be happy with the way the team finished there, with the Hodaki coming back into the game.
Yeah, and I think what they need to get better from their perspective is not getting two at the ruck. With Te Hodaki running those snaky runs, they're pulling two of them together, so when the touch is made, they're both within 2 metres. You've got to have a prominent point and the other one drop back, so you've only got a few metres to get back on side, and they can actually save or strike. It's not happening at the moment.
Harley, talk to me about the badge system. I hear black badge, yeah.
Yeah, of course. So within the Touch New Zealand system, there is 4 badges you can attain, starting with level 1, which is where your sort of entry-level referees come in. And then as you progress through the system, there's level 2, which is a blue badge, 3, and then 4. All our 2 of our referees in this game are level 4 black badges, and we've also got a level 3 referee here too.
And there's always the over 50s badge, which is gold, which no one actually has, but we try and tell the refs what should be happening.
Yeah, Shannon, you've had lots and lots of refereeing experience while you've had a playing top on the field with the refs, so that's been great to watch over the years.
Always been interested in referee development, Pete, even from the inside of the game. Okay, we've got 30 seconds back. Players will get their last instructions. Te Hodaki are looking to try and take this game out to level the series 1, or Te Tonga are looking to take this game out and take a series in an unassailable 2-0 lead. All the players will be heading back to their accommodation after this, regrouping for tomorrow's game. So make sure you're back here tomorrow to watch those games. The weather's still very, very hot here. Te Hodaki will tap off, going from right to left on your screen as you look at it. Pete, Te Tonga, what will they be looking to do now that they've got this lead?
Oh, well, consolidate. They know that they didn't finish well in that half, so they won't be wanting to change that. Be more aggressive on defence and get that point middle up on the 33 strike dumps.
Uremia Allen still back on for this half, so they must have something ready here. Go for a 3-3 play. Sweepers on. Mary sweeping. Oh, chance on that short side. Pete have just gone straight to the winger. They might have been in there.
Yeah, whether it was a skill error from the pass or from the positioning of the winger, I'm not too sure there.
21 ruck there, Pete, bringing the sweepers round, trying to get over to the side. 2 touches, a little bit of lateral movement there, Pete. You'd be worried about that?
Yes, it's hard when you're running laterally. There's not enough direct movement, so it's easy to pick off, and you don't make that much yards. Okay, here's a good one by Kairirangi there.
Yeah, well done, Kairirangi. 17 years of age. That's how young a lot of these players are out there today, Pete.
Looks like we've got a penalty here for 7 players on the field, a subbing error from Te Tonga, so Te Hodaki will now take possession.
Yeah, looking to interchange now, so they'll be heading towards their sub-box and getting those fresh players on.
This is when the legs start to ache, Pete. This is when you've got to grit your teeth and start to grind it out, show some ticker. Near the 32 peel call.
33, I think.
She's shrewd, looking for support.
Oh.
Cracked open the defence, got into the end goal, but some great mirroring by Te Tonga. No one free to pass to. Checking at 32 and then coming back to their box side.
Yeah, good double off touch by the defender there.
Legs will be starting to hurt now, Pete.
Yeah, they've got to keep punching forward. There's Potts with the ball.
Looking for a strike dump. Over the top, bat on. Probably getting making their touches on the prominent player, Pete. You'd probably want to pull that prominent forward and get your other player behind that prominent point middle.
Yeah, exactly. And here we see Te Hodaki drive towards their sub-box.
Great talk, referee. Beautiful yards. Great listening to the ref.
Yeah, they've got a big job out there. Number one responsibility is to try and keep those girls apart and get that 7 metres consistent through the field. And you can hear the referees doing their best at that.
Nice pass, Amani. Charlie. Big meat, Charlie Foss. She's running all day, driving her team forward in the grind. Something you've got to do against Australia in those big games, Pete, is go forward, and she's leading the way.
She totally is. It's great to have leaders and captains like that who inspire their team.
Jamie Colossi doing the same thing for her team, driving it forward, determined again. Experience showing as she drives them down the field. Aria dropping, Jamie on ball, looking. Got him behind the defence.
Aria just holding her hands out to the referee. Even though she got the try, she's still got a korero she wants to pick up with them later. But this is excellent teamwork here. Let's see her make the plant. Quickie option there, and she knew that the players were never on side.
Great commitment to the touchdown.
Yeah, great. Look at the strike dump here. Bang, she's available straight away. Players are offside, and try.
So important to make that touch in front and stay in touch. One of our defenders there getting behind the ruck, taken out of play, unable to help on D. Mary Iramir Allen with the long dive. Great work, Mary.
Yeah, she showed some speed there. She's got the long stride length there. Let's have a look at this replay. Okay, so they got an overlap. They got the numbers there. She's running for a 2-on-1, and she just gets through with her speed.
Just popped outside her link nicely there. Got a lovely pass. Still just 18 years of age. First year out of school.
Yeah, the winger there held. She held, hoping that her link would recover, and it didn't happen. So, you know, she could have probably struck that one to force another pass.
What I've seen in the game so far that I like is there's been a lot of eyes-up play. You know, it hasn't, you know, a lot of tries have just come off, oh, hey, we've got an overlap of numbers here, let's go for it.
Amazed at the youth of these players, Pete, coming through at such a young age.
Yeah, they'll be, by the end of the series, they'll gain a whole lot of confidence, I'll tell you now.
Vey with that quickie. Appealing to the ref that there's a bit of a nuisance in the ruck. Ref having none of that. Your job to be strong at the ruck, he says.
Absolutely. The interesting thing as well, she was planting inside the 7 metres, so maybe not giving herself the best position to make the most of that.
Here's Charlie again.
Imogene driving so well for the girls too. Working hard. Okay, setting up now. So Tonga want to get off their line, get up high. Last one now, got a 32, Peel, long to the winger, comes back short side. Chance for everyone to take a breath.
Claudia Hannum, the winger there, she's not afraid to dive. She's been doing it all game, whether it's to make a touch or score a touchdown, a try. Here's that lateral movement away. It's not much going forward direct, but they want to do that to get quickly to closer to their subbing box.
Te Hodaki doing a really good job of applying pressure in the middle of the field here, and it looks like the referee's picked up a mistake. It looks like the player didn't roll the ball square. One of those fundamental skills that you need to do when you're planting the ball, keep your feet facing towards the direction you're going.
What you talked about there, Pete, not getting any go forward, getting frustrated there, and then little errors creeping in because we can't get any go forward. And paying big benefit here for Te Hodaki. Nice talking there. The lady went into the 7 so they don't have to go forward. Sweeping again around that 32. Indomie Allen. What's the ref called here? It's called her offside.
Yeah, one thing we talk a lot about as the referees group is refereeing for the attack. And what that means is how do we give them the best advantage we can to make the most with the ball, and this is a perfect opportunity there. You can see that Cody's still retiring there. She's not quite onside. Mary's in a good position to go down and score that try there.
Cody in her third game of the day, doubling off between the women's and the mixed, understandably.
Yeah, good awareness by the attacker there to know that, if you're watching their feet as well and knowing that if your strike dump was on the 7, then they have to have 2 feet on or behind, so it's good awareness.
Lane will be looking for a scoop here. Sure enough, long ball right to left. Great call of the touch. And Te Hodaki will bring it out. They'll go 2. They're going right across their line now. Big yards. Fix a touch. Next runner's coming forward, driving the ball forward to Hodaki. This is good stuff. Te Ho Tonga being turned around at a great rate of knots. Te Hodaki driving forward powerfully. Retreating defence. Force a count. You don't want to slow it here. They're keeping going forward. Checks off, trying to pull that defender prominent. Lena takes it short side. And great D. What have we got here from the ref?
It looks like the right side link might have just been short there, and I think we have a penalty for offside.
Okay, we've got a tired defence on the line and a hungry attack. Nice cheaper here, nice little quickie.
Oh, space.
Oh. Elena not happy with the call, gives a smile.
Look at that, 7-all. What a great comeback from Te Hodaki.
Great comeback. Let's have a look at this. One of the ways to stop that, Pete, is a nice strong two-handed touch so she doesn't get a dynamic split away on you.
Yes, but your other middle's got to be over. She's got to be over and off the line. If we talk about the V line, we needed it there. Get back on the line and get off the line towards where the ball is.
Stepped inside Elena and just needed her partner on the inside, take that V line and look after her inside. Aria on the 33, but they go open on a plus ball. Everyone appealing. Aria driving for the team. Jamie on ball, looking long. Link comes in.
Oh, she just got her.
Big appeal for no touch.
Oh, wait.
No
Hang
touch.
on. She's called the no touch.
Yeah, good honesty there. Great honesty by the defender.
That link came so late. They weren't sure that she was there. Jamie gets a good look.
It's a great pass, but the honesty is the real star of this situation. She didn't quite make the touch. She was honest about it, and the try is given to Te Ho Tonga.
Great line.
Great line by
the
Order.
attacker.
Yeah, great line. Winger could have got up there, Pete, got a lot higher off the line.
Yep, definitely. And, in the women's they tend to have a strong open side defence where all three are hitting together at the same time.
So important that we do not defend on the line, but we get off the line, get prominent off our line. Potts rolls the ball off to Vey, takes the first one forward, nice and strong. Great play, better yards this set from Te Ho Tonga. On come the fresh players, big yards for a nice strike. Checks off again, checks back, got behind this prominent middle.
Play.
This is good. Needed that two-handed drive. Girls slow now, would have been great to go again. And we're off and running,
That wasn't a good option there.
Unfortunate finish to a great set. Again, so important to have something off that fifth and final touch so we make the most of the opportunity.
Yeah, there was a bit of indecision there right at the end from the half that she picked up. She just didn't really know what to do. They had them on the rack.
If all else fails, Pete, just strike, dump and go.
Yes, go with some speed to catch an offside defender.
Speed kills. Now Te Hodaki are coming back. 8-7 to Te Tonga, 7 minutes to go. Nice follow pass. It's going to call here.
Looks like a try. What a great try.
Well, we've got a game on our hands, boys. 8-all.
You can hear in the background, we need a stopper. We've got to stop this ping-pong match. We've got to stop this score moving. Te Hodaki will be looking to stop any opportunity for Te Tonga to take the lead. It's an arm wrestle at the moment.
Yeah, a little follow play.
Okay, questions will be asked of Te Hodaki's defence here. Again, that plus ball. They look like they've got that covered. Great work from Te Hodaki. Mary Allen plays the ball and they're off and running. Her fitness coming to the fore now. So important to be fit at this end of the day, Pete.
Oh, yes, it is. And what I like is the intensity is good. It's like both teams have actually picked up. They know the game is there for the taking now.
Green starting to look a little bit tired. Reese Anderson takes it forward. Here comes Charlie again. Driving forward Te Hodaki, finishing the stronger of the two. Anderson back in, driving for 3-3. We're off. Charlie's off. She's got short side numbers. Running, playing on. Beautiful, beautiful work by, I think that was Jamie. She took her time, chased the defender down, knowing she was dummy half. Didn't want to give the penalty away. Makes a comfortable touch. Nice bit of experience. Aria driving forward, pulling penalties, showing that ticker and grind in those big games. The value of experience where you just drive it forward.
Yes, and Aria certainly has a lot of experience. She's played well this game, really well. Some good decision making, some awareness around what's happening.
It'll be who make the mistake here now, Pete, in the wrong part of the field at 8-all. The nerves will come into it. So many young players, so much riding on this game in terms of the series.
And the coaches will be pushing for them to win the territory fight now. They've got to get down the other end in every set. They can't afford an error early in the count.
Tired bodies out there now. No errors is what they want. Reese Anderson driving it forward. Get control. Good go forward. Charlie outstanding. Driving Imogen, driving forward. This is where the young energy, enthusiasm starts to come into it. Young legs driving forward. Imogen again working side to side, asking questions of the players. Straight direction in between players. Amani running, steps back, long ball over the top. Long ball over the top. What are we going to say? Ball down, hand over. Coach not happy with that.
And that was great defence. I think it was Claudia Adam coming for the shot. Hands out, full extension to stop the pass. It was great defence.
Oh, the ref's happy with that. Play the ball.
Yeah, it seems to. As we mentioned in the last men's game, in the last 4 minutes or so in tight games, the intensity really picks up, and I think they're doing a really good job of managing the emotion out there.
We'll be looking here at Elena on the scoop. They're checking off, trying to play with that prominent middle. Here's a strike dump. Got them running backwards. Which way is she going to go? And we're off to the races.
Great
Touch
defence.
Pass. Marnie Shepherd on Elena. Two schoolmates, both at the same school. Year 12 on year 13, and the year 13 got her.
3.5 minutes to go. Anything can happen now.
Yeah, pulling the penalty now. Te Hodaki.
Some tired legs out there, an offside penalty. Let's see what Te Hodaki can do here.
Fantastic game of touch football. 3 minutes to go. Reminder, no drop-offs in this game.
To my knowledge, but hey, wouldn't mind seeing one, I'll say that.
I tell you what, guys, I like the look at Te Hodaki. They've really picked up their confidence, they're intense. They're really going to win this.
Mary Allen on fire. She's come into her own in this last game. She's been on the end of 2 touchdowns, creating another one. All that work in the gym and the fitness, the great nutrition and eating paying off in these last 4 minutes, Pete.
And I tell you another one to look out for is Imogen. She has been playing also. Imogen Edmonds Lagaitau. She's got herself really fit this year. She's playing well, and you look at these last few minutes, she's driving the ball hard. Great fitness.
2 minutes to go. Te Hodaki up 9-8, looking to tie the series 1-1 and take it to a decider tomorrow. This is where hearts get broken.
Ooh.
What are we going to do here? This is getting tricky here. Everyone's having a look. We've got 16 refs on the field.
That's a tricky one, especially off the second phase play as the ball went long. There were a lot of things to look at.
Calling the touch. What's the referee called here? Touch pass, Holly?
Yeah, touch and pass. They've gone back for the first touch that was called by the winger. So we've got a touch and pass to Hodaki, holding on to the ball, slim lead.
Passing right across their goal line, Pete. You'd want them just to get forward, wouldn't you, Pete?
No errors. No errors.
Just drive it forward. No errors, no errors. Just get it down the other end.
Get it down
no
the other
wrist,
end and just
strike
put
them.
a simple finish on.
Fifth and final, we've got to run. It's all on now, try and get another set of 6. And there's a strike dump, and we're off. Taking a short side. Okay, they'll get one set of it. They'll get it down the other end in 30 seconds. Te Hodaki have to defend for this set. Don't let any yards out of their half. No penalties. Nice in front touch by Amani. Retreating backwards all the time, working their calf muscles, running backwards the whole game. Aria driving forward. Jamie's in there with it. This is going to be tricky. Aria's decided to go. Oh, Jamie was looking for the scoop. She was right there. 37 seconds to go. Drive it forward now. Going to send Harley out there to see if he can get a few words out of these players. Great drive by Reese Anderson. We don't want an error. Coaches are yelling 20 seconds. Hold the ball. Hold the ball. Keeping going forward. Te Hodaki hanging in there. They were behind by a good margin. They've shown some ticker. We've got an error at dummy half. We've got 11 seconds to go. Coaches are in. It's getting animated out here, Pete.
Yeah, what a great finish. Looks like they've
There's
got
a
this.
hooter. Everyone kill the ball. Kill it. Kill it, everyone up. Oh, what a game.
What an awesome game of touch. They were under the pump, steering at a 2-0, and they come back really strong, did Te Hodaki.
Oh, that'll take the series to 1-1, and no one will sleep well tonight. Great game. Well done, ladies. Left everything out on the tank. Out of the tank there. Big work from Cody Tote there, running her 3rd game in a row.
I tell you what, Shana, the fitness levels was impressive from these young ladies. It was really good, and they both that last 7 minutes, they really wanted to win. It was close, it was tight, no one was given an inch.
Yeah, look at the smiles on the girls' face. Mary, be happy with that. Well done, all players. Fantastic effort from both teams in some really tough conditions. They'll look forward to getting out ahead and getting under a cold shower into the ice baths, Pete.
Yeah, she's all about recovery now. They'll go home, they'll get some food in, they'll get their injuries sorted, their massages, and looking forward to a good night of and getting a good sleep.
Let's cut to Harley and see if he can find anyone who can talk.
We're going up to see Jenny and surprise her with her $5,000 prize. Let's go.
Jenny, congratulations. You're a Bunnings Homegrown hero.
I'm pretty overwhelmed, I guess, still. Pretty honoured and humbled to be a Bunnings Homegrown hero. We're trying to create a bit of a legacy for our touch whānau and just see all the people out there having so much fun and enjoying the sport we love. That makes all the work that we put in really worth it.
No mai hoki mai anō kia koutou. Welcome back to the 2022 Bunnings Homegrown Series, fueled by Indomie. We're here in Te Awamutu after an outstanding Game 2 in the women's competition. We're here joined by Charlie Foster, the captain of Te Awamutu, or Te Hodaki, I should say. Charlie, congratulations on the win. What do you think was the key to the success today?
Honestly, I think it was just grinding it out. You know, our coaches gave us everything we needed and we just had to keep following our processes and just doing what we were told, basically, and grinding it out. Yeah.
Grinding it out. So you guys were down for most of the game. Where did that inspiration come from to get you guys across the line at the end there?
I think it was just we looked at each other and were like, we're better than this, let's get on the field and show them. And so it took a few players to just get on the field and run hard, and then the team kind of just followed.
You guys haven't been in camp for too long together, but your connections were really seen there in the second game. Who were some of the standouts for you guys in your opinion?
Some of the standouts, oh, that's so hard. I think Mary had an amazing game. She was on that board multiple times in the same time. And then from the other team, I think Jamie Colossi always gives us a run for our money, and we're always, working to stop her. So those two were really on today.
Awesome. Congratulations for tying up the series. What do you think is going to be the key to taking out the tomorrow's game?
Rest, recovery, and then back up for the grind. And we know how to grind. We showed it there. So, I'm excited to see what the girls can do tomorrow.
Awesome. We'll let you go and enjoy your warm down. All the best for tomorrow. We'll cut back to Shane and Pete now. Thank you.
Well, Shana, that was an awesome game. Their series is now 1 each, and we've got the decider tomorrow morning.
Oh, they'll be getting some recovery, talking about what they're going to do tomorrow, some change-ups. That was a tight game. Congratulations to Te Hodaki coming back from quite a big score that Te Tonga had, showing some ticker. It's never over until the final whistle, Pete.
As they did in the first game, plenty of ticker, Shano. There was nothing in there. The coaching needed to be on point, and I was wrapped with the leadership of both Jamie Colossi and Charlie Foster.
Well done to everybody. Well, we're going to take a break now and let people get a bit of fresh air and get their breath back from that game. Looking forward to the next game, which is going to be our mixed game. That's another crunch game that we're looking for.